Hello everyone, welcome to our channel of meetings assistance for Jehovah's Witnesses. I hope you are all doing well. This week, we will prepare for the comments of the section, Let's Find Hidden Pearls. We are in the week from March 10th to 16th, and we will be analyzing the book of Proverbs, chapter 4. Let's begin. The first question is: how can this verse apply to the spiritual progress of the Christian? Before answering the question, let's read the Bible text. Proverbs 4:18, it says, "But the path of the righteous is like the morning light, which shines brighter and brighter until the full day." Alright, so the answer to the question is: our spiritual progress is like the light of the dawn. It starts with little clarity, but over time it becomes brighter. We cannot expect to change or understand everything right away, but if we keep studying, praying, and applying Jehovah's principles, we will gradually see improvements. The important thing is not to get discouraged and trust that, with effort and Jehovah's help, our faith and knowledge will keep growing until we reach spiritual maturity. Additional comments. This verse teaches me that Jehovah does not demand instant perfection from us, but rather constant progress. Sometimes we can compare ourselves to others and feel like we are moving slowly, but each person grows at their own pace. The important thing is to keep taking steps in the right direction, even if they are small. Just as the sun doesn't reach noon all of a sudden, our knowledge and spirituality strengthen over time if we stay close to Jehovah. If the path of the righteous gets brighter over time, that means there is always something new to learn. Perhaps today we understand a biblical principle in one way, but in the future, we will see it more clearly thanks to study and experience. This motivates me to keep learning and not to assume that I already know everything I need to. The more light we receive from Jehovah, the easier it will be to make good decisions and draw closer to Him. Let's move on to the next question. What spiritual pearls have you found about Jehovah, the ministry, and other topics in this week's Bible reading? Proverbs 4:5, it says, "Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget and do not turn away from the words I speak." Alright, so the comment is: this verse encourages us to strive to gain wisdom, because it doesn't come on its own. It's not enough to just listen to advice or read the Bible occasionally. We must seek understanding with interest, like when we want to learn something we are passionate about. To do this, we can ask questions at meetings, meditate on what we read, and pray to Jehovah to help us better understand His will. Let's move to the next comment. Proverbs 4:10, it says, "Listen, my son, and accept my words, and the years of your life will be many." Alright, so the comment is: Jehovah gives us advice to protect us and help us live better. Sometimes, it can be hard to accept correction or follow advice, but if we do, we will avoid many problems and unnecessary suffering. If an elder, a parent, or a spiritual friend advises us based on the Bible, instead of resisting, we can reflect and see how it would benefit us to listen to them. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 4:5 14 to 15, it says, "Do not enter the path of the wicked, nor walk in the way of evil men. Avoid it, do not go on it, turn away from it and pass on." Alright, so the comment is, the verse doesn't just tell us to avoid doing evil, but also not to even enter the path that leads to it. Often, bad habits or negative influences begin with small things, but if we are not careful, we could end up drifting away from Jehovah. That's why, if something or someone is leading us in a dangerous direction, the best thing is to turn away immediately, before it becomes harder to get out. Let's move to the next comment. Proverbs 4:18, it says, "But the path of the righteous is like the morning light, which shines brighter and brighter until the full day." Alright, so the comment is, this verse reminds me that spiritual growth is a process. At first, we may not understand or find it hard to apply certain principles, but over time, everything becomes clearer, like when the day breaks. We should not get discouraged if we still have improvements to make. The important thing is to keep learning and trust that Jehovah will help us see things more clearly. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 4:23, it says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." Alright, so the comment is, our hearts can be polluted by what we see, hear, or who we spend time with. If we are not careful, we could drift away from Jehovah without realizing it. That's why it's important to choose wisely our entertainment, friendships, and thoughts. If something is affecting us spiritually, the best thing is to distance ourselves before it causes harm. Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 4:26, it says, "Make level paths for your feet, and take only ways that are firm." Alright, so the comment is, this verse encourages us to think carefully before acting. In life, we make many decisions, and each one either brings us closer to or farther away from Jehovah. If we stop to analyze our actions and their consequences, we will avoid mistakes and ensure we are on the right path. Before making an important decision, we can ask ourselves, will this help me draw closer to Jehovah, or will it put me at spiritual risk? Let's move on to the next comment. Proverbs 4:27, it says, "Do not turn to the right or the left, keep your foot from evil." Alright, so the comment is, here, Jehovah warns us about the danger of getting distracted and deviating from our spiritual goal. Sometimes, temptations or distractions can seem harmless, but little by little, they can lead us off the right path. To stay firm, we need to have clear spiritual goals and make sure that our decisions reflect what we truly want in life. Well, that was the analysis of the comments and answers for this week's Hidden Pearls. I hope it is very helpful to all my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah always bless and protect you.